Hi, I'm Danny, and a single RVing woman. But for the last 25 plus years, my husband and I traveled the US, Canada, and Mexico full time. Over the years, we had almost every type of RV, and I do have my preferences. But today, we want to discuss what you might need to decide before you find your home on wheels. Now, you probably won't want to see my mug for the next few minutes, so I'm going to let you watch an amazing stroll that I had with my dog Shotzi around the Seven Feathers Casino RV Park in Canyonville, Oregon, while I discuss the types of RVs and what to look for in your lifestyle to find the perfect rig for you. Okay, let's go. First up is the Class A motorhome. Those are the big ones that look like buses. They are spacious and comfortable. They offer the most living space and amenities like washers and dryers. They make long-term living more comfortable. The elevated driving position provides good visibility of the road. You can see way ahead of you so you know when to brake and you'll not run into anyone. They are also large and intimidating. They can be difficult to drive and park, especially for beginners. And they're expensive. They have a high initial cost, and the fuel expenses are higher than most other vehicles. They come in gas and diesel. And they require more maintenance and can be costly to repair. Next up is the Class B motorhome. They are the camper vans that are fully self-contained. That means they have wastewater tanks and a bathroom and a shower. They are easy to drive, they're maneuverable, easy to park, they're like driving a large van. You can park in regular parking spots, and they get better gas mileage compared to larger RVs. But they have limited space, and smaller living space can feel cramped, especially if you're going to stay a long time. Or if you're used to a huge house, going into a little tiny van might not be the thing for you. They also have limited kitchen and bathroom facilities compared to the large RVs, and less storage for personal belongings. The third option in our motorhome series is the Class C. It's balanced in size. It has a good balance between the living space and the drivability. It has an overhead cab bed, so that gives you additional sleeping area above the cab, and it maximizes the space. They're generally more affordable than Class A and B motorhomes, and so you'll find families that like the Class C motorhomes. They also have slides. They may or may not have slides, but if they do have a slide, it gives you a lot more room. However, they are larger than a Class B. It makes it slightly harder to park and to drive, and they're less fuel efficient compared to the Class B motorhomes. They do have similar maintenance issues to Class A, although they're generally less expensive. Now on to our towables. We're going to start with travel trailers. Travel trailers come in a wide range of sizes and layouts. You can unhitch them and leave the trailer at the campsite while using your tow vehicle for errands. They are generally more affordable than motorhomes. However, towing requires a suitable tow vehicle and some towing experience. And there's time that it takes to hitch, unhitch, and set up at campsites can also be something to think about. Towing can be challenging, especially in tight places or bad weather, and backing up can sometimes be an issue. The next towable are fifth wheel trailers. You will know them because the hitch is inside the truck bed, and the trailer itself goes over the top of the truck bed. Now, these offer more living space. They have high ceilings, and they usually have multiple slide outs. I've seen 3 or 4 slide outs in one rig. They offer a very large space to live in. Hitching to the truck bed provides better stability while towing, but that means the hitch is actually in the bed of the truck, and it's basically semi-permanently there. It can be removed, but it is not easy. That takes up the bed of your truck. Also, all the weight is in that hitch, and that hitch is hitched to your truck, so that weight goes on the back wheels of your truck. So most people use dual wheels and beef up the springs if they're going to have a fifth wheel trailer. They are often very luxurious. They come with washing machines, dryers, bars, huge TVs, desks, fireplaces. They're really very nice. The setup time and the unhitching process is very similar to travel trailers, but they can be difficult to store and park because they're usually very large. Those are things to think about when you're looking at a fifth wheel trailer. The next up is truck campers. Now they are compact and flexible. They mount onto the pickup truck. They offer flexibility, easy maneuverability. They are suitable for off-road adventures and remote locations. The small size allows for more discreet camping options. I've seen a lot of truck campers go to Mexico because they can go off-road there. However, they're very limited in living space and storage. They have fewer amenities compared to larger RVs, and they can be cumbersome to mount and dismount from the truck. The tiniest towable is the Teardrop trailer. They are lightweight and easy to tow, and they can be towed by most vehicles, including small SUVs and sedans. They have a very minimalist design with basic sleeping and cooking facilities. They don't have toilet facilities. Generally, they are one of the more affordable RV options, but they're really only suitable for short trips due to the limited space, and they lack those bathroom facilities and other conveniences that I really like to have. They're not really ideal for extreme weather conditions either because their insulation is usually quite limited. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the van lifer's van, which is not really an RV, but I'm going to include it here because you may be enticed to get one of these, homemade or made by a company. They look on the inside like an RV with a bed and a refrigerator, which is usually a pull-out one. They're not really self-contained. They don't have toilet facilities or water that you would expect. They have jugs that you fill for water. They sometimes have composting toilets stuck in there or a bag that you have to go potty in and take and dump in a dumpster. They can be very beautiful, and they can be more affordable than a larger RV. You can park them anywhere. Some of them are very stealth friendly. They are very easy to drive. They are just a van, so women tend to think these are a great vehicle as a starter vehicle anyway. You certainly comment below if you have one, if you love it, if you hate it. I'd really like to know. So those are the different kinds of RVs, but what's going to work for you? Well, here are the main reasons that people find their particular RV just isn't working for them. Maybe you can avoid buying one that's not right for you if you think about this list. Number 1 is poor maneuverability. A larger RV might be more difficult to drive, especially for those new to handling vehicles. Tight turns, narrow roads, and even parking can become nightmare challenges. Number 2, inadequate space. An RV that's too small can feel cramped, it makes long trips uncomfortable, and the lack of storage can also be a significant issue. It leads to disorganization and frustration. Number 3, incompatible terrain capability. Not all RVs are designed for off-road or rugged terrains. Choosing an RV that can't handle the types of environments that you plan to explore can lead to getting stuck or damaging the vehicle. The highest clearance is usually in a pickup camper, and the lowest is probably a Class B. Number 4, insufficient amenities. So if the RV lacks essential amenities such as a proper kitchen or bathroom or sleeping arrangements, it can make your journey uncomfortable and less enjoyable. Number 5, high maintenance costs. Some RVs are more prone to breakdowns and require frequent maintenance. This can lead to unexpected expenses and disrupt your travel plans. Class Cs, for example, have roof problems usually that will cause them to leak. Always check the ceiling on a Class C to make sure there are no leaks. Number 6, poor fuel efficiency. Larger or older models might consume more fuel. That leads to a higher travel cost and frequent stops for refueling. And that can be very inconvenient, particularly if it is a large rig that you have to maneuver around the gas pumps. Number 7, limited accessibility. Now, if the RV isn't designed with easy access or mobility in mind, it can be really challenging for individuals with disabilities or those who require more accessible features. For example, a few years ago, I broke my leg and I could not get in and out of my RV for over 6 months. Number 8, inadequate climate control. Poor insulation and climate control can make the RV uncomfortable in extreme weather conditions, whether it's too hot in the summer or too cold in the winter. I've found that Canadian-made vehicles, because it's colder up there, are very well insulated, whether you're going to hot weather or cold weather. You might check them out. Number 9, safety concerns. An RV that's not equipped with proper safety features or is poorly constructed can pose significant risks, including accidents or structural failures. For example, stabilizer bars are a must if you are towing a trailer. It keeps your trailer from fishtailing behind your vehicle. Another thing to keep in mind is, where are you going to be traveling with this trailer? If you're going to be in a part of the country that's mostly flat, it may be a different vehicle that you want there than if you are going to be heading out to the Rocky Mountains or even the Cascades. So your terrain makes a huge difference on which vehicle you want to have. It may be wonderful to have a huge, long trailer for going on your camping trips in the East and the Midwest where everything's flat. But hauling one of those big trailers over the Rocky Mountains, well, that's another thing altogether. I hope you've found this educational. These issues can turn a dream adventure into a stressful, costly, and potentially dangerous experience. Well, I've given you an overview on the different types of RVs and some pros and cons on each one. It's only up to you to decide what you can live with. Is it going to be easy for you to drive? Is it going to be easy for you to park? Are you going to feel comfortable in it? And is it a safe vehicle? So do your research. And of course, my number one advice to any new person on the road is to join the Escapees RV Club, even before you have an RV. The RV Club is dedicated to promoting and advocating for RV lifestyle. And they have resources and services to help you navigate those challenges and the opportunities of RV living. They have educational webinars, RV maintenance tips, and the club operates a network of RV parks and campgrounds. So if you need a resource, They are great to go to. It's only like $49 a year and well worth every penny. So I will leave a link below for the club, and I will see you next time where I will review and compare the top RV clubs. So bye for now, from me and from her.